I will go through each card individually, and then I'll give you the overall meaning of everything together, okay? The underlying energy for the month is this Ten of Cups. And with the Ten of Cups, this is like the dream come true, the fulfillment, being emotionally fulfilled, being healed. This could be the alignment of relationships or the fulfillment of relationships, of a marriage, of a friendship, of partnerships, a family. This could easily be a family holiday. But it's like everything's come together and everything's all right in the world. This can also talk about following your heart and your gut to the highest good. And it is a card of completion, being emotionally fulfilled. All right, next we have the Six of Pentacles. And with the Six of Pentacles, this is successful gains, sharings, gifts, charity. Results are beginning to manifest. But this could be like giving and receiving, but it's short term. It's not long term. In and out type of thing. With your money flow, you're getting enough to share and, divvy things out to other people, spread it around a bit. But this can also be the card of karma and kindness, helping others that are in need. All right, next we have the Five of Pentacles. And with the Five of Pentacles, this is poverty, insecurity. You need to guard against loss. This could be temporary hardship. Pay close attention to your finances. It's not a time to shop, This could also be towards self-sabotage or maybe even health, like, it is flu season. All right, next we have the Queen of Pentacles. This is earth energy, so this could possibly be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. They're very practical, steadfast, stable, reliable. And if this is not talking about a person, then it's speaking to you about success, financial security, creature comforts, learn to be practical, live independent, remain compassionate and down to earth when dealing with others. This is about balancing your lifestyle, keeping things in check. All right, next we have the Ace of Swords. And with the Ace of Swords, this is a breakthrough, clarity. It's a sharp mind, the inner strength. It's a good time to seek justice or truth. It could also be a new point of view, a sudden realization. It could also be messages coming in. It could be written messages, texts, phone calls, mail through the post office, that type of mail. Or just enlightenment, a breakthrough. All right, next we have the Eight of Wands. And with the Eight of Wands, this is fast movement, swift movement. It's speed, it's news coming quick. It really gets you motivated and moving. This could also be travel by plane. This is being laser focused on your intentions. Strike while the iron's hot. Get a move on it. Go, go. Set things in motion. Let's go. Let's do it. All right. With the Eight of Cups, this is walking away, leaving behind, disillusionment about things. Realizing, you weren't emotionally fulfilled by something. Somehow you were lacking. You may have built something up and just realized, it's not fulfilling me. It's not giving me what I really want. And I need to leave it behind. It's the things that no longer serve you. This could also be leaving something behind because you're moving to a new place or getting a new job, changing careers, leaving a relationship, anything like that. You're just moving on. And it could be emotionally moving on from belief system. It could be something like that. All right, next we have the Six of Wands. This is victory, success, recognition, possible promotion, bearer of great news. You're being seen, being heard, being in the limelight, considering it's right next to the Star card. And the Star card, if I'm not mistaken, is ruled by Aquarius. So this could be an Aquarius, but this could also be a time frame between January 20th to maybe like February 18th to the 20th, somewhere around in there. So you might get a promotion around that time. Just saying. But with the Star card, this is hope, faith, healing, rebuilding, rejuvenation. Better times are ahead. It's a welcome reprieve after destruction. You've endured challenges. You've been stripped clean of the things that held you back. This could also be about healing rifts, renewed power. All right, next we have the King of Pentacles. And with the King of Pentacles, this is earth energy again. So this could possibly be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. This is someone, could be a father figure, a boss, someone who's reliable, practical, structured, disciplined, control, those type of things. But if it's not a person, this is talking to you about abundance, security, prosperity, translating vision into reality. It's often lucrative. This is, methodical planning, being strategic, sticking something out, following through, discipline and control to manage, situations, like wealth and investments wisely. All right, so definitely this month, everything's coming up roses. It's like I'm happy. Finally, everything's coming together clearly and I'm feeling good. All right. Because up here, I get this feeling of like you have money coming in, but then it goes right out. Like I have successful gains. I'm doing okay, but it's like skimming by. And this could also just come from the fact that maybe the holidays have kind of strapped you for cash, And it could be offering someone money or health or resources, and it could be someone offering it to you. All right, maybe you stepped in to help someone out, an earth sign perhaps, or maybe stepped in to help a mother figure out, or your parents out. Could be that way. But I get more of the feeling like you've got money coming in and then it goes right back out. You make enough, but it's like not enough to be fully comfortable, like these two cards. And I'm going to get into that because it's like, I want this. I want that comfort and security, but I need balance in my life. And like everything's just balanced right now of like, yeah, there's enough money flow to cover debts and to watch my finances, but it's not enough to live comfortably like the way I want. But there will be a breakthrough. You may get a message and it could be a promotion or a raise. And it's fast moving. And you're going to have to leave a position behind or leave something behind and move on to something better. And like I said, I think it could be a promotion. And it's like building a new life and moving towards something that's more stable. Excuse me. And secure. And this is like a boss card. This is someone at the top of the rank, being more stable than the queen. This is like moving up. See how it's moving up? Like, yeah, I do all right, but it's not as much as I would like to be absolutely comfortable and fulfilled on an emotional level, not just a physical level. So yeah, I mean, it could revolve around family, like a mother and a father. You could be offering some help to someone. It could be a mother figure who's not well or feels sick. Excuse me. Gosh, my throat's dry. And it could be they're having a problem. Maybe they're having a breathing problem or a lung problem or, coughing a lot. It could be something like that, like a cold. Maybe you're there or they're helping you, helping a family member. Maybe they're sick, being there for them and they have a breakthrough. And, you're really focused on helping them and getting them through these challenges, this health challenge or this financial challenge, whatever it may be. And you're helping them move on and improve and leave behind those things that were not good for them. And it's like, you're in the limelight, really takes up a lot of your time looking after that person. And they may come back and help you and reward you for helping them. Getting somebody back on their feet. It could be that as well. Improving a relationship. And it could be between two people. It could be that, like you helping them work through something. Because it's like two here, like I'm going to help these two people build a better bond between each other. It could be that. But I did pull an extra card just for clarification, and I got the wormhole here. And it's number 19. This is serendipity, a shortcut, a secret link. And I'm going to read to you real quick what it means, because I'm still learning these cards. So bear with me. This is a card about finding the connection that relates each one to the other. A serendipitous circumstance may be the result of a very important but inconspicuous link bringing two things together. Where there is a will, there is a way. How a person gets from point A to point B may seem a mystery at this moment, but with careful introspection, a path between two can be illuminated. So it's like you may be able to jump through a loop hole, a wormhole. Like I said, if it's a money flow or a job that you're going to move through, it's like you've put in the time, you've put in the work, and it's like I'm got enough just to get by, because look at this. Look at, like, this is the wormhole here. This, whatever the center line is, because up here it's like, yeah, I'm just getting by and I'm doing all right. Then all of a sudden, whoop, that wormhole opens up and you've jumped to promotion, in the spotlight, rebuilding, improving, and now I've moved on to the king. I went from the queen to the king. You know, I've moved up in status. So that's one thing. And this can also be the link that we have between relationships and helping others, you know, and helping someone here, and you not know that they're related to this person. And they're like, I'm going to reward you for helping us. You know, it could be that. Like, you don't realize how something's linked. And the next thing you know, they could be offering you a job. They could be like, you know, you helped us, you know, type of thing. And not even realize. You know, I always think of like a web. You don't know who knows what or who knows who. Could be a situation like that. So, yeah, I really see that as like a wormhole here. And I get like this month from January to February, there could be a jump in status. It could be a promotion. You could be in the limelight. And it's like, bam, someone could be stepping in to help you move up, or you're helping someone else.